Okay. I'm at Fabtech in Chicago, and this is a Technic booth, and they're doing all kind of stuff here. And this is a lab scale anodizing line that they have. And the process that they go through, and the process that most people go through in anodizing, is they have a alkaline cleaner to clean the aluminum off, a rinse tank. They have an etch tank here. Now the etch tank usually is a high alkaline material that will remove some of the metal from the surface. And then they go through a double rinse, and when they remove the metal from the surface, often there's a silicon and other silicon and other pollutants left behind on the metal, and they go through a deox. Now the deox will remove those impurities from the surface of the metal and give you a clean metal surface without any oxidizing coating on there, without any aluminum oxide on the coating. They go through a rinse, and then they go through the anodizing tank itself, where they send a current between the parts that are hanging from here and the parts that and the titanium electrode on the side. Then they go through a double rinse, and then generally, but not always, they will go through a dye. And an anodizing surface is very porous. There's long narrow tubes of crystals, oxide crystals on the surface. So they will soak up a dye, and then they'll go through a rinse thing to rinse the excess dye off, and then they go through a seal. Now, the seal will seal up the top of those crystals, those oxide crystals that are formed on the aluminum metal. And then they'll go through a hot water, and the hot water will close up those pores and cure up that seal. And that's a quick summary of what happens in an anodizing line.